Hi 61, welcome back to Unified Classroom. For today's video, I'm going to be going over the instructions for this week's writing assignment, giving you some helpful hints for that, and showing you where to post your final written response. This week for English, you have been reading about the current coronavirus pandemic. So far this week, you should have read 3 articles on Newsela about the coronavirus. They would have been Coronavirus Answers for Kids, Closing for Coronavirus, and Teens Coronavirus Tracking Website. All 3 of those articles have some really good information tailored for kids your age about the coronavirus. So by now, you should know a lot more than you did at the beginning of the week. We're going to take those 3 articles and all that information you learned and put it together in a written response, which is what we have been doing for most of the school year in English class. So this week, you are going to answer the following writing prompt for me. What do you know about the current coronavirus pandemic situation? In order to answer that question fully, you should include the following 3 things in your response. You should tell me any facts and should tell me any facts and statistics from the articles that you read. That means in your written response, you should have direct quotes and evidence from those 3 articles with facts about the coronavirus. Should also include information about your own personal experience. How has the virus affected you and your family? Now for this, if you don't feel comfortable giving me a lot of personal information, that's totally fine. But I know that it's affected you in some broad way. The fact that you can't go to school right now, that's a way that it's affected you. The fact that you can't go to the park and can't go to the mall, that is a way the virus has affected you. So with this part right here, you can be very broad about how it has affected you and your family. If you want to get more personal, that is also okay. And then the last bit of information you should include in your writing response is how has this virus affected the community as a whole? This would be information about, again, the fact that schools are closed, the fact that businesses are closed. How is that impacting Springfield? How is that impacting our economy? Think about food banks and how people are struggling with their jobs right now because a lot of people have lost their jobs. So again, you're going to be writing a written response, a multi-paragraph response. This is not a question that you can answer in 1 paragraph. This is going to take a few paragraphs. And you should include facts about the pandemic and the virus, how the virus has affected you, and how the virus has affected the community. Now you're probably thinking right now, oh my gosh, Miss Kimball, I have to write multiple paragraphs. How am I ever going to organize my writing? It's a good thing that graphic organizers are available to you. This graphic organizer right here, you can take this and get a blank piece of paper in your house and draw this on that blank piece of paper. And this will help you organize your writing. Remember what I said, this is going to have multiple paragraphs. I'm thinking if I were me, if I were a student answering this writing prompt, I would have at least 3 paragraphs. One of my paragraphs would be about facts and statistics about the virus. My second paragraph would be how the virus has affected my family and me. And the third paragraph would be how the virus has affected the community as a whole. So you can take that information and put it in this graphic organizer right here. And like I said, you can take this and you can write one out like this on a piece of paper, put little bullet points in it to organize. Okay, my first paragraph, I am going to have information, statistics, and facts about virus. I could put in here how there are almost 1 million cases in the US. Any other facts or information that I found about the virus, I could include that in that first paragraph. For my second paragraph, if I'm going to write about how the virus has affected my family, I could write about how I'm not in school right now. That's affected me personally. I could write about how my mom is working from home, and that's kind of weird for her. I could write about how I don't like that I can't see my friends or go shopping. I don't like that right now. So I could write about that. That's the way that the virus has affected me. And again, I'm not going to penalize you if you don't want to be super personal. If you just want to say very broadly what happened, that's fine. Just make sure that it's actually like a paragraph with complete sentences. My paragraph's not going to look like this. I'm going to expand these thoughts right here. This is just how I'm organizing my writing. When I go to actually write about this, I'm going to include details. I'll say, one way that the virus has affected me is that I am not in school right now, period. It is weird for me to not be in school and to not actually be with my students, period. I would much rather be in a physical school building with my students, seeing them face to face, than teaching them online, period. You see what I did? You hear what I did there? Then for my third paragraph, I could include information about how it's affected the community as a whole. Write about the loss of jobs, the closures of small businesses, and how that's affected the economy. Then I just need to have a little introduction at the beginning, introduce my topic, a little conclusion at the end, and there you go. You are done. You have a multi-paragraph response. You guys are going to do awesome on this. I know you are. Before you submit your writing, oopsies, can I get rid of that stuff? 1 second. See, I'm still learning a lot about technology, so don't clear all drawings. There we go. I'm still learning a lot about technology. That's one way the coronavirus has affected me personally, is that I've learned a lot more about technology. I've also realized I'm not that good at it. Great, sorry about that. After you organize your writing and type it out, before you submit it, and I'm going to show you where to submit it, so don't worry about that. But before you submit it, make sure that you edit your writing. Did you reread it? Did you use correct capitalization, punctuation, and spelling? I'm going to be looking for those things. I'm not going to penalize you too harshly if you don't use a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence, but I will point it out. Now, in order to submit your writing, I'm going to show you where to go. You are going to submit your writing on Unified Classroom. This is our masterclass page right here. You are all should be familiar with it if you are accessing this video. To submit the assignment, you're going to go to this box here, Pandemic Writing Assignment 5-1, and you're going to click the little pink link. The pink means that this is where you actually submit something. So you click this. Right now, nobody's posted anything because I just put this up. But to create a new post, you click the new post. Give it a subject. Your subject can just be pandemic writing. It can be your name. It can be something. Doesn't really matter. And then you type your response right here. In order to be a multi-paragraph response, you need to have multiple paragraphs. So if you're typing along, you're saying, the coronavirus did this and that. In order to start a new paragraph, you hit the Enter key. And then in order to start a new paragraph, you start typing. This is my second paragraph about the effect of the virus. Enter, new paragraph. Obviously, your paragraphs are going to be longer than one sentence. I'm just trying to make a point. You also want to make sure that each of your paragraphs is tabbed. So on the top left-hand corner of your keyboard, you click tab. Why, you know, you should hit tab, and that should allow you to indent. There's a few ways that you can do this. If you want to write everything in the discussion post, write your paragraph out here, that's fine. Just make sure you periodically click Save Draft. So that way, if you need to eat lunch during this, or if you want to write half of it on one day and the other half on the next day, you can do that and it will save for you. Then when you go back to the discussion, it will say you have a draft post waiting to be finished. You click Edit Draft, and it brings you right back to this. The other thing you can do, and I would actually recommend doing it this way, is that you type your response on Microsoft Word first, and then when you're ready to submit, copy and paste it here, and then submit it that way. I feel that Microsoft Word, as long as you actually save it, saves things better than this does. And it will allow you to format it better. You can also use the spell check on Microsoft Word. This discussion board does not have spell check. So again, in order to submit your multiple paragraph response to what do you know about the current coronavirus pandemic with facts and personal reflections on it, you go to our class page. You should be on the one that says week of 5/27 through 5/1, pandemics. You go to the writing assignment. You click the pink link, discuss, pandemic writing assignment 5/1. You click new post. You name your post and you write your post here. If you guys have any questions at all about this writing assignment, I am going to be on Teams video chat on Thursday, April 30th, from 12 to 1. The link, I will post the link down at the bottom of our class page. You can go click that link at 12, join our meeting, and ask me the questions that you have. If you're not able to make our meeting, but you still have questions later on, message me on Unified Classroom, message me on Class Dojo, send me an email, call me. I am available to help you. Your writing assignment is due on Friday. I will be grading these on Friday. The other important thing of note that I need to make you aware of is that starting next week, on Monday, May 4th, two big things are going to happen. The first big thing is that we're going to start learning new content. The second big thing is that all of your assignments are going to start counting. It's going to be on a pass-fail basis, meaning in order to pass quarter 4, you need to do your assignments. As long as you try, as long as you put in an effort, and I can tell that you're actually trying, you will pass, but you have to do the work. All of our assignments will be located here. You're going to want to find the week that has the current dates, and that is where that week's assignments will be. I hope a lot of you come to our class meeting tomorrow. I hope a lot of you come to our community meeting on Friday at 12. I really look forward to seeing from you guys, hearing from you guys, and reading your amazing writing, because you guys are the best writers ever. Have a great week. Call me if you have any questions. Bye.